Hello and welcome to another installment of our Handle Your Business series. We love to highlight Black entrepreneurs who are really making waves in their industries. And today we're talking to a Black winemaker. And get this now, studies show Black winemakers make up less than 1% of the population in the wine industry, an industry we know is already jam-packed. And our guest today did not let that kind of competition stop her from competing. In fact, she took a different angle to make her business really stand out. Whitney Gates also landed this really lucrative deal with Mark Cuban on the popular show Shark Tank. This led her company to quadrupling revenue to 7 figures. It is an amazing story, and Whitney Gates is here to tell us all about it. Hello.
Hi, Portia. Thank you so much for having me.
It is a pleasure to have you here. I am so inspired by your story.
Thank you.
In part because it starts with a woman who was in corporate America who said, I want to do this for myself.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I built my entire career in consumer packaged goods marketing, working for some of the biggest names that you've probably heard of. Coca-Cola, I'm proud to say I worked 3 years managing some of the beloved brands that everyone has in their pantry. General Mills, Nestle, just to name a few. But I had a passion for brand building. Simple items that everyone uses every day was just something that intrigued me. What motivates people to go into the grocery store and pick that brand over the other? And so that's really where this whole wine dream stemmed from.
But I see what you did there with the stem. You know, these wives, y'all are clever. So listen, how did it go from the work that you were doing in marketing and brand management and corporate to I want to start making wine? There's a family history here, if you would, right?
Absolutely. I grew up watching my late paralyzed uncle making wine out of his garage in Nashville, Tennessee. And for me, obviously, as a young girl, I know nothing about alcohol, but being in those moments where my uncle's wine was being shared, there was it was a catalyst for community and fellowship and
so
excitement.
People came to the house in the garage, what was your uncle's name?
Uncle LC.
Uncle LC.
Yes, ma'am.
Uncle LC has a new batch of wine. Let's go to Uncle, right?
Absolutely.
And it becomes a community spot.
Absolutely. And my mom would take gas gallon jugs back home, and we would kind of continue to share our Uncle LC's beverages just throughout the year. And so watching him as a young girl, I was always very inspired by that. Fast forward to my early 20s, and that's when I said, I was single at the time, not doing much. I'm like, let me teach myself how to make wine. At the time, my uncle had passed away, unfortunately, so he couldn't share
Did you remember anything of what he did?
Yes.
Did it ask family, okay, what did he do next?
Yes, the very little that I did remember about my uncle is that his wines were made from fruits that were not grapes. And so that was always really interesting to me to see a peach wine or even a corn on the cob wine.
What?
Yes, he would just take the purest of vegetables and fruits and make this elevated ABV, high alcohol wine that our friends and family couldn't get enough of.
And I want to point out, we're not looking at Uncle LC.
No, that's my husband.
That's your husband, who is your business partner.
Yes,
that is not Uncle LC's garage.
No, that is not.
You all have taken this to a really different level, right?
Yes.
Let's talk about Shark Tank and what it takes just to even get to a point where maybe you're not trying to be on Shark Tank, right? But what it takes to get your pitch, get your business model to that level where somebody else wants to invest and sees the value of investing?
It's a really important question that you ask. When I think of the most successful ideas, I think they come through the intersection of 3 things: passion, competence, and point of difference.
One more time. Passion, competence, and point of difference. That gets back to that, where does it stand out?
Yes,
right?
that part.
Tell me more.
It's not enough in today's world where we are saturated with a ton of products, a ton of services to just be passionate about an idea and put it out there, although it is critically important. So it's critically important to be passionate about your business idea, because that's what is going to keep you going. Through the ups and downs, if there's passion there, that's going to keep you motivated to push through. But Competence is also really important because
Yeah.
I'd say back to the times when I was playing basketball. I loved basketball. 5'3" on a good day.
Wow, yeah.
Shots were getting blocked. So the competence is where, in order to be successful, you actually have to be fairly good or fairly versed in what you're doing to deliver a product or a service that.
So you had to figure out how to get inside the paint.
Exactly.
Right,
Yes, and
gotcha.
navigate around the competitors.
Yeah.
And then the point of difference is just as important as the first two themes because, again, so many products, so many services out there. What makes your idea bigger, better, different, faster
Right.
than the
It
competition?
can't just be that it has your name on it.
Cannot be.
Or family name
Yes,
on it.
a unique name or a unique packaging is not enough. People want to know, why is your product better than the competitor?
So let's talk about Wondry.
Yes.
Wine Diversified. How did that get Mark Cuban and the whole Shark Tank, gang's approval?
Yeah, so I think what makes Wondry magical is that we took a traditional idea or a traditional product that's been out for generations. Wine is the oldest alcoholic beverage that has ever existed. It's even in the Bible, obviously.
Water in the wine.
Yes, absolutely. But there's been no innovation in the category at all. I mean, you see the same varietals, whether you're in one store or the next. And so we wanted to deliver some innovation to a category that's honestly seen little to no new news. And that's what's made Wondry different.
So when we return, we're going to talk about what that thing
Yes.
was that really made it stand out.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
a good story. To listen, story gets even better from here. The wine industry is not connecting with all generations. That's what Whitney says she was able to figure out. That's what helped her grow her business. Coming up, you're going to figure out what she did, how she tapped into a certain group, our beloved millennials, to make a difference. Stay with us. We're going to start tasting some wine too. We'll be right back. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I really want to thank you for season 3 of Portia. It's because of loyal viewers like you that we keep getting to share this daily dose of positivity all across the country. So just a reminder, I still need you to like, comment, and subscribe. And go ahead and tell your friends. You can catch us now in Orlando, in San Francisco, in Atlanta, and all across the country on Fox Soul. Tell your friends. We'll see you soon on Portia.